They looked tired the entire time. I'm not impressed by this house. I'm ready for them to go.
You ready for this?
Legendary. I really wanna be.
Welcome back to another episode of us reviewing Legendary Season 3. I have with me the fabulous Danny from New York City.
Hi, Michael.
You do this thing all the time when I'm talking, you're just like...
I'm like, bitch, I'm here, bitch. Hold on. I'm like, boo.
It's like those commercials, like infomercials from the 90s and 70s where they just like...
You know, speaking of which, what is your favorite random infomercial?
I don't know. Maybe one about a vacuum or something. Or you know what? Those things where you put like a bunch
Come on, Eureka.
a bunch of fruits and vegetables in something and you spin it around and it comes out like spaghetti. I'd watch that for like hours.
Really? Mine is the 877 4 4 4 8.
I don't know that one.
I don't think that's infamous, but hey, that's my favorite.
But let's get into the episode. The judges' looks, I must say, everyone looked divine except Jamila.
Wait, time out. The kitty girl looked cute. Okay, the mug was cute.
Jamila's makeup was cute.
I like the makeup.
No shade to whoever
I
did
really
it.
liked it.
No shade to whoever did it because I'm sure a professional makeup artist did that. But it felt like a face
It was
paint
me.
thing. I believe you. It felt like some party face paint, like from a kid's party. I didn't love it, and I didn't love her outfit, and her hair was wickedy.
Well,
whack.
I mean,
it was whack.
we always gonna get this girl.
Everyone else looked beautiful. I loved Naomi's outfit. I loved Kiki's cheetah prints.
Oh,
La
the
Roche.
little fascinator was everything. Oh, it was so beautiful.
I
love
even
how
liked
Law and
La
Deshawn
Roche.
kind of had the same outfits in different colors.
Okay,
I thought
let's
that
talk
was
about
fat.
Deshaun because we need to appreciate him a little bit because Deshaun looks freaking phenomenal. Like,
Oh,
all 3 episodes, he looked beautiful. His skin is amazing. I am
the
obsessed
braids
and
was
I'm a little
everything
jealous.
on him.
Like,
this
he looked
episode.
really good. But yeah,
The braids was
I get it.
everything.
It was really good. He didn't have braids in the first one, did he? No.
No, he didn't. He just had his hair up. But the second one, that was so sickening, so right. And then the guest judge, what's her name? Anita, right?
Anita, the guest judge, yeah. I loved her yellow. Her yellow was really
Yes,
pretty.
listen, you know me. I love a good yellow, okay? It was cute, but I do not know who she is. I was waiting for Kiki to be like, I'm sorry to this girl.
She has a song with... She has a really big song with Nicki Minaj.
No,
No.
Pizza song?
No, actually, I think that was that other girl
That's
from
Karol
the Met
G.
Gala. Girl, I don't remember who she is. I feel like I know her from
Right.
somewhere, but I don't remember who she is. Moving on. This week's episode... I mixed up my girls. She is not who I thought she was, but she's cute. This week, they're doing the whole theme of animal queendom, and each house has to pick an animal, do whatever elements of Vogue they want. They don't have to do all 5 elements, but they have to embody the movements of that animal, and they have to do a 360, which was created by
that 360 dip, baby,
Laomi.
the icon.
Yeah. I feel like this is a really good challenge because it gives them a lot of room for creativity. You choose the animal, you move like the animal, you don't have to do all elements, and you just have to do one signature move. So it shouldn't be that difficult. But the 360 is very specific. It's at an angle. You're literally doing a full 360, meaning you spin
A full
around.
turn into the dip.
And some people just cannot get it. Let's get into these houses. First up,
Child.
the House of Alpha
Not
and
some.
Omega. Now, the outfits were hot. These men were hot. They were doing snakes, and the performance was strong. I didn't even mind, like, the 360 though was not. Like, the performance was good, but the 360 was not good. What do you think?
I love their outfits. I really, really did like their outfits. Overall performance, I felt like was weak. And maybe that's because y'all the first ones out. I don't know. Usually, like, if you're the first ones out, you got to set the bar, right? And I have nothing against Alpha Omega. I actually do like this house. But I gave them a 7. Like, it wasn't giving me all that. Like, y'all just really, really fine as hell to look at.
I just feel like you don't want to see us in love. I just feel like you're just jealous. But it's okay.
Girl, please. Everybody on that roster can get it. But I am subjective here.
And some of them probably have already gotten it. Ow!
Probably. I got a man now.
They got an overall score of 41, which was pretty decent. Like, that's a really good score, and I think they deserved it. They didn't do anything
that was too much.
Gave them 10s across the board, but they did enough to get like an 8 or a 9.
Here's my thing, right? Anybody who does not, this is me judging moving forward, anybody who does not land the 360 in any of these houses, I'm not giving a 10 to, point blank, period.
Yeah, but you said they didn't land it, so they don't deserve a 10.
I'm talking about all of them.
The next house, House of LaBeija. The iconic House of LaBeija. They got let's start here. They got an overall score of 30. They did not do great. The house father was supposed to do the 360. He flopped on his back like a freaking fish. It was a bad drop. It wasn't good. The performance was messy AF. Aja's butterfly was cute, but it was not impactful. The choreography was weak. And they deserve no more than a 6 at most. But guess what? Kiki gave them her gag. And if we didn't tell you last episode, there's a gag this season. Yeah, we forgot to mention it. If any of the judges give you a gag, then you automatically can't go in the bottom. You're safe for the next
You
week.
have immunity.
Yes.
Like, all right. So, with that being said, I agree with you. I gave them a 6 as well. It like they started real slow. Like the caterpillar I get the story, but it was too slow for me. And then when the father went off all the way on stage 11, but I felt his pain. And granted, Aja was the center of attention. I get it. I'm here for a story. Love Aja. I do, Miss, essence of LaBeija herself. She's the strongest dipper on the team. Like, just from this performance, she has the strongest dips. I don't know why they didn't showcase her coming out of it and then doing the 360. That would have been over. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Aja is an amazing dancer, an amazing performer. From Drag Race until now, I expected her to, like, do a lot, but then Aja is more mature than she was back on Drag Race. Also...
Calling the bitch out.
Well, let's call a spade a spade. When she was on Drag Race, jumping off of high 6 feet boxes into a dip.
Now that was...
She was younger, she was skinnier, and she was identifying as a man.
Oh, girls thicker now, too.
And today, she is older, she's more voluptuous, and she identifies as a woman. And so, I don't know how that plays into her abilities, but I definitely know that when I put on a few pounds, and when I get a little older... my knees and my back don't do what it used to
Start
do.
breathing hard. Start breathing heavy.
I'm breathing heavy and I'm right here, sitting down.
Girl, like, the minute you get off the couch and you take one step, it's like...
So, I don't know if she's up for doing the 360 and everything, but I will say, watching her perform, she was killing it. So, I give her kudos.
Her wig was right. Her wig was right. So, like, it was everything. Wish she had that type of look on Drag Race.
As Laomi goes, when something.
I love. Laomi looks so unimpressed when she's sitting there watching a performance. She sits there and just goes.
She's unimpressed by everything. Everything. Like I look at her face because she's like she is the judge to me, and so I look at her for cues, and she looks like. But House of the Mikai, what the fuck their name is? The House of Allen.
Oh, Alan, whatever.
Alan
It's not
Mikiki
whatever,
or
but-
whatever. It is whatever for me. They got an overall score of 34. The father of the house. Wait, no, that's not that one. The costumes were not impressive. I didn't like this.
The birds, right?
I did not like the costumes. The performance had moments of chaos. I was like, what is going on? And the
Where was
360.
the 360 bit? Where was it? That's my whole thing. Like, and then the presentation overall, like, let me say this. Father, his look was everything. I liked his look. His look was everything. But as a collection, it was just not cohesive for me. You know, it was very like, the whole performance was sloppy. This is why I said they should have been in the bottom the last Grand March instead of Ada. But hey, it is what it is. I gave him personally, this is gonna sound shady as hell. Y'all know me, I don't care. I gave him a 5.
A 5 is fair. A 5
Yeah.
is fair because I was really unimpressed by presentation of and everything. But onto my favorite house, the house of Yamamoto. They got a whole score of 45 because they're that girl. They're the house to watch. For me, they are the house to watch. I love the costumes. I love the energy. And the 360 was done right. Leonie
No,
said
it was
so
not.
herself.
Let me stop. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. But
The Amazon Queen gave them her, kudos, so they have this stamp of approval. I love this house. I feel like they're a real house. The way they interact with each other, there's love, there's family there, there's a connection. You can tell that they love each other, and it's not just
Yeah, you
about
can
sibling
definitely see
performances, but I want to know that you guys are really siblings and mothers and fathers. I want to feel that family value, and I feel everything from them. I love them.
listen, I love their overall look. It was amazing, and I get the creativity. But again, there were moments like the 360 was everything. I love the way how they did that right at the end, and it was sickening. But the transitions of everything was sloppy for me. But I did. It was. I'm not gonna say a lot of y'all. If y'all go rewatch that performance, the transitions were sloppy.
I don't
Clock it.
remember that.
Oh, delusion. Why? I'm telling you, but I gave him a 9 because just simply that y'all did that on that floor with that 360 and the concept, y'all looked over. But I gave y'all a 9. Y'all did that.
Okay, they were sloppy, but they got a 9. House
a
of
9.
Ada. The House of Ada. I did not see a 360 at all. I don't even think anyone attempted to do it because I watched it and I was like, wait, did they do a 360? Because I didn't even see when they try to highlight it. Maybe someone did it in a corner when I wasn't looking because I didn't see it at all. That judge lady with the feathers, Anita, sorry, she's making me cough, y'all. Giving them a 10, I don't know what she's up to or what's going on. I get it. She's a guest judge. She's not a part of the ballroom. She's just like, if it's cute and I felt the energy, I'm going to give it a 10. Work. I'm not mad at her. The performance was cute,
What?
though.
No, I'm mad as shit. Because, I'm sick. We're on our 3rd season now. I don't understand why you keep bringing people that don't know anything or don't have history or don't know shit about ballroom. Point blank, period.
Can I say
She
something?
came in, granted, let me talk about their performance because I really, really like this house a lot. It was so creative. I love their looks. They were like little froggy Power Rangers. It was so cute. When Mother came out, it got kind of slow for me when she came out, but then she gave me everything. But again, there was no 360 from my eyes. I really didn't see it until they showed the little highlight at the end where, the person attempted it. But nah, I gave them an 8 because creativity was everything. You lost 2 points because I did not see you highlight any type of 360 there.
Okay, I get what you're saying about the performance and all, but the part about being mad at the guest host, in the past seasons, people have been like, "Ooh, what's Demi Lovato doing? Blah blah blah. What's this?" This is how we have to look at it. In ballroom, when you have really big balls and you have celebrities coming in, you have someone like Rihanna who judges, and yes, Rihanna is a face girl, and all of that. So she could probably look at a pretty face and be like, yes, I can give you a 10 or a chop. But it's it's a part of ballroom where you have people who are not in ballroom culture coming in and judging. And Anita is a performer. She's a full-fledged celebrity and she performs on huge stages. So she knows what looks good and how to do it. So if she wants to give them a 10 because she loved the energy, and energy is what's most important to her in a performance, then I'm okay with it.
Now, here's my thing, though, right? Me personally speaking from my perspective, if I did not know shit about coming into the ballroom scene or being on this show, I'm going to do my history and my due diligence to figure out certain things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need to know what I'm looking for, you know?
Yes, if you are going to be a main judge on the cast. So I expect Kiki to do that. I don't expect Anita to do that. This is a one-time gig for her. Some management probably, they reached out to her management and said, yeah, she's free. So she's showing up to just give her presence. She doesn't need to go learn the history of ballroom for one gig. No. But that's just how I see it.
At least know the
elements. Far as the next team goes, it's the Makavali people again. They looked tired the entire time. I'm not impressed by this house. I'm ready for them to go.
They look tired. That took me out. Okay. Again, I agree with you. They did look tired, and Mother really cannot vogue for nothing.
It's okay for a mom not to be able to vogue because a lot of the mothers in the houses, they're more just maternal figures to help their kids and guide them. And they're look queens and everything. But you have to be able to do something in the performance. Even Erica tried to do something, and Erica cannot do nothing. You know, so you gotta fake it. And she cannot fake it. So that's sad to me. They got an overall score of 33. Me personally, if I was giving them a score, they would have gotten a whole 4 or 5 from me.
Agreed, yeah. 4 or 5 for me as well, because the performance, it was really, really lackluster, honestly. It was just, the 360 was not done at all correct, in my opinion. And it was just like, y'all had Scorpion. Y'all could do some sick stuff. Y'all could do some real sick stuff.
That's the same thing Anita said. It's like, you got a really cool animal or whatever, insect, and you made it so basic. It's like, where's your creativity? But anyways, their days are numbered.
Oh my God.
House of Revlon. Let's talk about the French babies, the baguettes. I like them. When I think of Revlon, I think the French are coming and they ate. They left no freaking crumbs. And that guy, when he ran on the backs of all of his little housemates into that 360, it didn't do what it needed to do in that moment. It was a little sloppy, but that was the only sloppy part. But it's unfortunate that part was such a big part and it went into the 360. Which Leiomy made us aware that it's not a 360 that he did, but a tilt. And that's the only part that I was like, that's a no for me, but everything else was superb.
I agree. I give him a 9 simply because you lost that point for the 360, but everything else, presentation was sickening. I love the bees costumes. I love the concept of having to be a bee. Duh. And it's like, come on. When Mother came out, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see.
They did really amazing. Like, they gave me the essence of ballroom. I felt like if you're on TikTok, follow one of those legendary voguing TikToks. They have so many beautiful clips throughout the years, and it gives you that energy that you feel when you're watching someone vogue. I think Leiomy said this at one point throughout the episode. If I'm watching you vogue without no audio, I should still be able to feel my skin smoking.
Ooh.
And I get that because I watch hours of voguing videos because it's just so fun to watch and you feel so much from it. And even if there's no audio, I feel everything.
I agree. This house is one to watch. I'm letting y'all know this right now. This is one of my top 2 houses.
Yeah. I do like them as well. Now the House of Juicy Couture, they got an overall score of 47, which was the second highest score of the night. They started strong, but to me they had some missteps. And oh nope! I made a mistake, guys. Revlon Juicy Couture is the one that ran on the backs of everyone and did the 360, but it was actually a tilt. I misread my notes. Revlon, they're the ones that did pretty much everything good. In my notes says they looked good,
but the whole thing was the 360 dip was the only thing that messed it up.
No, yeah, the 360 dip was not done perfectly
from the father.
I personally didn't have any problems with Revlon. I felt like Revlon was the best of the night. Revlon. For Juicy Couture, they started strong. They had some missteps throughout the second half, and then they ran up on the backs, and then they did the tilt. That's what the true tea is. My bad.
Which was a fail.
Yeah, it was a fail. But they still got the second high score of the night. I felt like it was deserving of a 7. That's what I thought.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Juicy, but it doesn't matter what I say. I'm not affecting your bag.
Right, that part right there. I give him an 8. I love the performance. Energy was high. The costumes were sickening. Them babies right there. For them to be a Kiki house, the other houses that are mainstream is going to underestimate them. And I'm telling you, they're going to mop the floor every ball because they know they have a lot to prove. Even though they made a mistake on this night, they still got high scores. So this should tell you to beware of Juicy Couture. Beware, darling. Beware.
Okay, well, the battle for who stays in the competition was against Makavali and the Allen people. And the Allen people are gone. Woohoo! I mean, it's about time.
Woohoo!
That battle was...
I do want to say this.
Go ahead.
Mother Machiavelli had me laughing when she walked off after their performance and said, "Yeah, give me flats right now. If I have to go vote, I'm gonna go vote." Girl, we know damn well you was not gonna go send yourself out there, girl.
When she said that, when they gave her the low score and she knew she was in the bottom and she's like, "Give me my flats, I'm gonna go turn up or whatever," I said, you cannot even duck walk onto the freaking stage, which is like the basics. What you gonna do? Yeah. What you really gonna do?
Right. Right. I was like,
and I was like,
baby,
if you're that sickening, you're gonna ask for flats to go on stage and perform? Girl, no. The moment you said, "Give me my flats," I said, go home. Go home. If you cannot do it in 6-inch stilettos, then what are you doing at all?
Period. Okay. Period. But with that being said, this battle, it was alright. It was alright. Let's just say that. But the people that went home, whoever they sent out to battle with the not chop, like rolling on the floor, there was no real floor performance. It was not given what needed.
I'll tell you this: I didn't love any of these two. I feel like yes, the right house got sent home. Alvin. That Alvin house, Allen house, they deserve to go home because they were the worst in the battle. But I am not a fan of the House of Makavali. I am not here for them. I don't live for them. So they can go next week. And that's just my opinion on the whole situation. I'm not tagging them in this, so it's not me trying to like come for them and be mean.
Baby,
we're talking
agree
to each other. No, I just want people to understand something. I'm not saying anybody should go on any of their social media pages and harass them and bother them about your opinions. We are having a conversation here on my channel, and to my followers and my subscribers and people that I feel like are a community, and we can have discourse in my comment section. But we don't need to go over to their personal pages and be like, "You sucked." We don't need to do any of that.
Period.
Or in their DMs.
Right there.
Don't do any of that. But yeah, I have to be honest about my reaction, what I saw. Or if I'm not going to be honest, then why do it, you know?
Yeah, like me, I say this all the time. I am so non-filtered. Like, if you know, you know. I don't care.
Well, I care because I can't
is what
fight.
it is.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, beautiful humans. You've made it this far in this video. Why not subscribe to my Patreon? You can sign up for exclusive content I don't post on YouTube or support me making content for this channel. Speaking of, why don't you watch another video?